Hi guys, and welcome to Body Masters Coaching. Today's video is boundaries and penalties. So when you're trying to achieve your goal, there will be a specific list of boundaries or rules that you lay down for yourself. And when there's a rule or a boundary, or how far you're allowed to go with something, like a carb limit, okay? The only way that boundary or that rule works is if there is a penalty for breaking it. Now, if your penalty is that you don't get to achieve your goal as fast, then for breaking the boundary. So let's say, for example, you allow yourself, as part of your goal, you allow yourself a shot of vodka with soda and lime in your diet every day, okay? And that's a rule that you set down, that you know what, you're honest with yourself, and it's, I need a drink every night, okay? I'm not alcoholic, but I just need something to calm me down because my job is stressful as hell, and I need a gin and tonic or a vodka and whatever to calm me down and relax me, because that's my signaling to myself, all right? Or a bar of chocolate, or a relaxing bath, or whatever. And I'm going to allow myself that, you know, that's my boundary for that, but I won't exceed it. And so you do that, but you break it. Instead of having one, you have two, all right? Or if you're having one bag of crisps, you have one bag of crisps and a chocolate bar. If you're not logging this for one, that's bad enough. But if you don't have a penalty for not sticking to it, then the only thing that's going to keep you on that track is someone who you are, what's the word? Somebody who like stands in front of you and goes, you can't do that, that's really bad. Okay? You know, who do you answer to? Who are you responsible to for sticking to that goal? All right, because, you know, and if you're responsible to yourself, but you don't penalize yourself for breaking that goal, then you're probably never going to achieve it. All right, because there's no reason for you to not break that rule. Okay, it's like breaking the law. Okay, so for example, when you're on the motorway, you stick to the speed limit. Okay, and if you get caught breaking the speed limit, then you get your wrist slapped, you get 3 points on your license, you get a fine, and you know, if you're caught with your mobile phone in your hand on the road, then you get a bigger fine and you get more points, and if you keep breaking the rules, eventually you get your license taken away from you. Why? Because you don't follow the rules. Now, when it comes to achieving your goals, it's not a case of if you don't do this, then it's going to be the end of the world and you're going to get penalized, but the penalization comes to the fact that you don't actually get to where you want to be. Now the problem is, if your goal is really far away, so you want to lose 4 stone, or you know, you've got to hit a specific fitness target by a certain date, and you don't check in with yourself, and if you're not doing the work, you don't penalize yourself, or you don't have someone who can tell you off for not doing the work you're supposed to be doing, then chances are you're not going to get to where you want to be, because there's not that person keeping you in check, and because you keep breaking the rules on a regular basis, and you don't hold that goal in high enough stead. So if you're setting yourself some boundaries, at the same time as setting yourself those boundaries, you need to set yourself penalties for if you break it. Yeah? So for example, if you're going to go to bed every night at 10, and you know, one night you think, stuff it, I'm going to go to bed at 10:30 because I want to watch Blue Planet or whatever is on at TV, or The Walking Dead, then there has to be a penalty for breaking that rule, and it has to be something that is substantial to you. So it might be a case of, well, I did that, therefore I can't have this. As a deal breaker to myself, I'm gonna, you know, let's say you have 2 alcoholic drinks one night instead of just one, tomorrow you don't get your drink because you had it tonight. Yeah? It's like having an advent calendar, and every day you open your little window and you get your piece of chocolate and you think, oh, you know what? And let's say it's the 10th. I want 2 pieces of chocolate today, so I'm going to open two windows. Well, tomorrow you don't get your chocolate because you already had it. All right. At least then you're responsible for that, because it's like, I can't have this chocolate. And you know what? The next day you might think, well, you know what? I'm just going to open the next day's chocolate. But at some point you're going to run out of windows to open, and there's going to be a day where you can't have that because you've already had it. So whenever you're setting your boundaries, set yourself some penalties for breaking those boundaries or breaking those rules. It will help you to get to where you want to be.